Greetings everyone and welcome back to more Alpha Protocol. So we're going to head off on our next mission in Rome. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought I saw something. Let's see, intercept NSA intelligence. Yes, we'll do that one. NSA Echelon Hub is concealed within Gelato shop in Rome. Infiltrate the shop, tap into the intelligence server, and see if you can pick up anything on Al-Samad or Halbeck's activities in Rome. Let's go. More friendlies. Kind of glad I went to Rome last, because I kind of want to be able to sneak around a little more, and with my stealth camouflage, it's making it very doable.
I think I just got salmonella by looking at this place.
Gotta keep the public from dropping in for a cone.
Good point. I'd say their cover is working beautifully.
Okay. You'll need to come up with a good reason to be here. Looks like they're scheduled for server maintenance and security upgrades this month. That might get you in.
I think I can handle a couple of data jockeys.
I'm sure you can. But if the post is compromised, they'll shut it down, and we'll lose our access. You'll also need to give the correct handshake code to identify yourself as an agent.
Secret handshakes? What are we, the Shriners?
It's a specific passphrase that rotates on a monthly basis. You give the correct phrase, they give the correct response, and you both know everything's on the level.
So what's the code?
Tell them that the Adirondacks are beautiful this time of year. They should respond with, yes, but the Alps are lovely all year long.
Got it. Let's see if anybody's home. Hello? Anybody back there? I'd like to purchase some of your somewhat suspicious-looking gelato. That is at least 7 health code violations right there.
Can I help you? Or are you going to stand there and insult my shop all day?
I'm here to fix the computers.
We don't have a problem with the computer.
I hear the Adirondacks are beautiful this time of year.
I don't like the mountains. And you're here to fix the computers?
He didn't give the response phrase. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Say, about those Adirondacks.
I told you I don't like mountains. Come on. I'll show you the computers.
That's not the response phrase. Stay on guard, Mike. If my code is out of date, they might suspect you're not on the level.
So, my friend, what do you need?
I need to access your Echelon server pursuant to Section G817, subparagraph B.
Section G817, eh?
Subparagraph B. Time is a factor here.
Okay then. So, no more computer troubles, eh?
You should be all set. Fort Meade can rest easy now.
Hey, my friend.
Something
What the
went
hell
right.
just happened?
I thought he was going for a weapon. He's dead. I'm heading back to the safe house now.
Meh. Meh. Nobody got mad. Nobody did anything. That guy was not right. Whatever. Anyways. Didn't like that guy. Hello, Mr. Thornton. I have a friend in Moscow who owes me a favor. I'm sure she can help me get this story on the circuits. It's never the F-ups that cause such a scandal. It's the cover-ups. Fortunately, people never learn that, and so I have a job. Money was another $1,000. Yeah, what you do? Email sent from the NSA tap established in Rome. Rick, Found this data fragment in Echelon cache. Thought you'd like it since I think it's data talking about the same Conrad Marburg fellow you were pursuing. If you already have this data, junk it. Otherwise, add it to the file. Luke. Okay, so we got some more stuffs. How much money do I have now? How much is that rifle? Oh, 125? Oh, man, I'm just going to sell my old one. Let's sell that. I can sell that. I don't need that anymore. That should be enough to buy it now. The frick does that cost so much? Oh, I'm like $200 short. Come on, I got something over here I can sell. Let's get rid of that. Okay, now I got enough. Do I have any more intel to buy? No, I don't. Okay. Time for an upgrade. Shabams. I am now flat broke to get a new gun. It's worth it though. It's the best AK. It is what I have been wanting. So now I've got pretty much every gun I want. And keep all my stuffs. Yeah. The damage went up from 28 to 32, and the accuracy is way better. Still an unstable mockery of a gun, but why is the shotgun more stable? That doesn't make any sense. Alright. Well, let's head on to the next one. Identified Jibril al-Bara at Chateau. Intel suggests an ally of Shahid, Jibril al-Bara, is hosting a fundraising banquet at a chateau in the Italian countryside. Infiltrating the estate shouldn't be difficult, but once there, you'll need to scan the guests one by one to identify al-Bara. While you will be equipped with a sniper rifle, you should only need it if you encounter resistance. The rifle is equipped with a digital scope that can upload images of targets to your handler and check for a match. Once you have identified al-Bara, leave the premise or deal with him as you see fit. Oh, Speed Demon. Yeah, Speedy's just laying here sleeping on my lap. Finally being a good boy.
You in place?
Yep. Got a good view of the estate where this meeting is supposed to take place. What now?
Al-Bara's our target. He's supposed to be here tonight.
Well, I'm glad I brought this rifle. But what's the deal with the scope?
It can transmit images to me in real time. Aim at someone, and I'll run their picture through the database. See if we get a match. The longer you focus on a target, the quicker I can make an ID. The ID is all I need.
And if the target's a scumbag, I take him out?
That's your call. If you decide to shoot, just make sure you don't do it if the target's inside of a camera or another person. We don't know who al-Bara's meeting, so taking anyone else out may have repercussions, depending on who their friends are. Owns a sports car dealership in Naples. Does a lot of international business, but no criminal record. Not our guy.
Mercy, this thing is jittery.
Roman artist. Made a name for himself last year with a controversial exhibit in Paris. Some local juvenile offenses, but otherwise he's clean. Not our target. A nobody.
Looks like the guards are clear. Moving up to the next position.
Okay.
In position.
All right, let's begin. Security guard. He's clean. Well, she's a little underdressed.
Definitely a cold night from the looks of it.
All right, Mike. Dutch flower baron. He's suspected of dipping into the drug trade. But that's all I've got. Nothing really incriminating. Private security. Ex-special forces. Not our man. But definitely a professional. He planned and led the assault that took back the hijacked British jet last year.
I remember reading about that. Should I get an autograph for him?
No, I work for the infamous Mike Thornton. Compared to you, he's small time. Spanish celebrity talk show host. He's a known meth user, but nothing related to financing terrorists or arms smuggling.
I'm in position overlooking the chateau. A lot of guests tonight.
I see. Might be very...
Careful, I know. I don't want a mob after me before we have a target.
Sit still! God dang it, sit still, I said!
He's a curator for one of the museums in town. His latest exhibit on the Crusades has drawn some fire, but otherwise he's clean. An American novelist. He's got a bestseller right now on corporate involvement in the Middle East.
Is it any good?
I'm waiting for the movie. Anyway, nothing on him. He's a cop in Rome. Must be moonlighting as a bodyguard for one of these guys.
What the heck, game? Keep jumping around.
Immigrated to France from the West Bank about 10 years ago and serves on the board of directors for the Christian Islamic Confederation. He's practically a saint. Keep looking.
I don't see anybody else. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anybody else, game. There's just nobody else to look at. Stop making me look at things. See, I've identified that guy, that guy. There's the guy walking over here. He's been identified. And then there's this guy. There's no one else! I mean, honestly, I don't see anybody else. What the heck? Oh, there's Al-Jabari. Well, it said to be patient until he makes his appearance. Oh, wait, there's somebody. That's him. No, you get back here. No! Seriously, game, you're gonna make me sit there and wait on like 2%? What is this, milk? Come on. There he is.
That's Albara. That's him.
Take him out.
Hold on. A lot of State Department and Interpol records. State Department says he's dirty. Interpol says his finances are legitimate, though. And
Meaning, do I take him out?
none of these State Department records are sourced. I can't tell where they came from, or when.
Nope.
Best I can tell, their intel was added to his sheet a few months before you left for Saudi Arabia.
He's a member of Al Samad, right?
I don't know. I'd say yes. But I might be wrong. You can take him out, or we can abort. It's up to you.
Abort.
I'm aborting the mission.
All right, Mike.
This bullcrap. Bunch of trumped up bullcrap on the guy. All targets, stuff being spotted. It's easy to not be spotted. You don't pull your rifle. You don't shoot anything. Identified Albara and waited for the background check to be complete. Upon receiving the information, Albara's ties to Shahid were confirmed, but he seemed innocent of any wrongdoing. So Thornton departed the premise after making a positive ID. Because it's bullcrap. It's a bunch of freaking garbage they just slapped on him. I don't care where he's from. He ain't do nothing stupid.
What's that beeping noise?
Mike, just a heads up, someone's been running a lot of web searches with keywords Mike Thornton and Michael Thornton in the Milan area. Whoever's doing it, though, doing it through a Halbeck Milan office computer. It's Milan. Sorry, there's a town here in Tennessee called Milan. As for Tennessee, every town in Tennessee is named after some European or Asian city. It's freaking retarded. Whoever's doing it, though, through a Halbeck Milan office computer, though they used a public terminal so I can trace it back to a particular end user, I'll let you know if I find out more. Mr. Thornton, if you stalk a man with political and criminal connections, kill him before he uses his contacts to track you down. I know that you are lurking outside the chateau, but don't know why. Consider my interest piqued. I refuse to let you intimidate me. Let's meet face to face. See if you have the guts to kill me in broad daylight. Meet me at the Café Tronful. Professor Albara, If you want to meet, so be it. I have questions about events here in Rome, and I expect you have some answers. If I wanted you dead, that would have been your going-away party. I don't make a habit of sitting down to sip coffee with terrorists. Let's see, seems a little odd he found out who I was. And odder still that he wants to talk with me. Yeah, I want to see if you can trace this email for me and pull up some intel. Nah, let's do it. That's a legit email. Let's go meet up with the guy. I spared his life. It's the least I can do. So it's still the talking thing. Mr. Bill, you know. Oh, additional intel's in the store. But I have little money. Oh gosh, I'm about to sell something, ain't I? I sell a shotgun. Oh yeah, let's get rid of this. Because I need some money. In fact, we can sell all this, because I'm not going to use a shotgun. And use some money to play with. Here we go. Alright, now let's go talk to him.
No sign of Albara yet.
Maybe he stood you up.
I don't know. Something feels wrong.
Well, stay alert. I'm starting to trust your instincts.
Sorry, that's...
Switch off your transmitter. If you reach for your gun, one of my men will put a bullet in your skull.
Let me guess. This was your table.
Don't make me repeat myself. You've made an effort to broadcast your arrival in Rome. Why?
I'm here to find out what Halbeck is doing in Rome and their ties to Al-Samad.
And what led you to believe that Halbeck has any interests in Rome or Al-Samad?
Are you denying that either one is true?
I do not believe you would have come here without evidence.
And what makes you think that?
You aren't here in an official capacity. You are operating under Alpha Protocol.
Interesting. Considering the program's secret, I would have expected you to say traitor, unless you have insider knowledge.
If you think you're the first to be abandoned by your government, you would be wrong. You are Michael Thornton, a veteran with an impressive record of solving seemingly impossible problems.
I'm an operative now. After Saudi, I had to change my 5-year plan. I'm guessing you're here to confirm the file you have on me. Anything else you need to check?
Reports place you as someone loyal to your country and who believes in carrying their missions through.
Is that so odd?
In today's day and age, yes. But not to me. And you were the one who crossed paths with a German mercenary in Moscow, Z.
I get around, and she was a little insistent we get together.
I am not surprised. She is a mercenary, but hardly professional, or discreet, it seems.
Have you two had dealings before?
Contract disputes only.
So you know a great deal about me, and I know who you are. You're Leyland's right-hand man, his lackey, toady, henchman. And you wear those gloves to keep the blood off your hands. I've read your dossier. You've lived a full life. Kuwait, South Africa, that oil refinery explosion in Moscow. It's like a concert tour with you.
Considering how public your actions have been in Rome, especially that debacle at the Echelon listening post, I think you're hardly in a place to lecture me.
What happened to Albara?
Dead, of course. Once you'd ID'd him, well, his use to me was at an end. In less than a day's time, you have already managed to cause me considerable inconvenience. Now, tell me what you're doing here.
I was tracking down a lead, and it looks like I found it.
I see. So you thought all you had to do was wait and we would speak. Interesting.
What I don't understand, though, is why we're talking at all, unless keeping me alive is important for some reason.
I have orders, and I am a cautious person.
So am I, and I think we have room to negotiate.
No, I am not authorized to make deals. Besides, I believe you have nowhere to go for help. In that situation, it is a rare man who goes to his enemy's door. So, yes, this is a social call. A warning. You have proven yourself capable, but pursuing this course of action will not serve you any longer. Go underground, hide, but stay out of our way.
Or else what?
Or people you care about will start to die. We know you've been in contact with one of your fellow agents. That contact will die if you persist, and then we will kill you.
I'm alone. I'm not in contact with anyone. Certainly not the agency that cast me out.
Your denial just adds to the evidence.
So we're done here. I leave Rome, leave you to your plan, and that's it.
Yes. What you do next is up to you, but there are only two immediate choices. Leave, you live. Stay, you die.
Why should I negotiate with you? How long will it be before they have a new chief of security, new secrets? You're just getting set up like I was.
You are ignorant. Halbeck is not the same hierarchy as your organization, and the term loyalty is not used there lightly. Leave Rome. If we see each other again, it will be the last time.
I ain't going anywhere. Screw that guy. Yeah, whatever. Contact Madison St. James. God, I'm doing a lot of talking in here. I have to go talk to Douche Magoosh. God dang it.
You weren't hard to find in Rome, you know. The reports of what happened in that gelato shop. Finding you was easy.
I wanted you to find
Of course you did.
There we go.
And that's when you and Mr. Marburg met up and had lunch.
Well, we talked. He had a lot to say about Halbeck and some suggestions about my involvement with your corporation.
Really? I can rarely get 3 words from the man.
Well, feel free to have him threaten you whenever you get tired of listening to yourself.
I'd be curious to hear more. And your first impression of Mr. Marburg. What did you discuss?
Nothing important. Just you.
He described you as a man of your word. Patriotic, I believe, also came into the conversation. But Mr. Marburg was not always the best judge of character. Nor does he instill much loyalty in employees. Speaking of which, this woman entered the picture not long after your meeting with Marburg. She was in our office in Rome. Madison, I believe.
Yes.
I always wondered, did you ever regret getting her into this?
It wasn't my choice.
Oh, Mike. In the end, it was.
Well, at least I made him a little angrier. I'm trying to make him completely angry with me. God dang email. Ooh! Alright, we'll get the email read and
We
we'll...
may have a problem.
God dang it.
The VCI employee I mentioned before, Madison, I think she's going to act.
What do you mean, now?
She's calling the operator and asking for you by name.
She can't be working for Marburg. Unless this is a trap. Who is she calling?
The city directory. And maybe the police next. If she does...
Can you intercept the call? Redirect it?
What? Why?
I want to know why she's looking for me.
Okay, let me patch her through. Operator?
Miss St. James?
Hello? Yes, is this the operator?
No, Miss St. James. This is Michael Thornton.
Oh, thank God. Mr. Thornton, please, you have to listen to me.
I don't believe we've met before. How do you know my name and why are you calling?
I have reason to believe your life is in danger. I know it sounds crazy, but
You don't say.
I don't want to discuss the details over the phone. This line may be tapped. She's a sharp one. But it's important I speak to you immediately. Is there someplace we can meet?
Of course. I'll send you the address of a local restaurant.
All right. I still have to hail a cab.
I'll have one sent to your cross streets.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you soon, Miss St. James.
I ain't got the money for that. What are you doing? Alright, what kind of email we got? Mailer Demon? Sent from the NSA TAP established in Rome. We're hearing some chatter about the CIA, about Georgia's situations, internal affairs, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a deep mole reported a U.S. rogue agent that was alleged to have been operating in Saudi Arabia, possibly just a heat incident. If you find anything, blah, 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 I don't care. Hey, Mike, take a look at this email. But take it with a grain of salt. It's an Al-Samad transmission. The sender IP checks out as coming from an area where Al-Samad had been alleged to operate, and the codes used are those seen in prior Al-Samad missives bounced around Europe. What's odd is that I've never seen Al-Samad communicate to an email distribution like list this large. Their cells never talk to each other to minimize what information will get leaked, so should someone be interrogated and cave in. So with that in mind, read on. We meet at the ruins. Time code Algol. Agenda 1. Distribute weapons from the recent acquisition. Discuss agenda for next phase. Okay. Oh wait, does Clearinghouse have any intel? God dang, girls want frickin' money. Alright, well, that's going to be all for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and I'll see you then. Later.